Have you texted with PK since?
I texted when Jagger was in the hospital.
Does it bother you that she texted PK when Jagger was in the hospital?
It bothers me that she believes she's got this friendship with PK where he holds her secrets and he wouldn't, because guess what?
Tell me secrets.
He
I just
tells
said that.
me
That's on me, not on
every
him.
single thing, Kyle.
I understand.
So I know when you call him.
I don't want you to think I think
know
that we have that. I
when
just
you text
said
him.
that.
I know. I know you do,
you know what
and
I'm
I know.
saying?
And do you know how much I have bitten my tongue?
Well, what more do you know that she hasn't told you
Just
that
the
he's
things
told you?
that, you know, she's reached out to him after Oceanside. She called him and told him that her and I got in a fight.
You went back to your
my
room in
God.
Oceanside and called PK?
After Oceanside, I called PK. This is before the whole thing came up about the text message in the Viper room and all that. And I said, just, you know, there is a huge drama. I think he was actually with Mo. I said, there's been a huge drama and a fight all about this, whatever.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Dorit, you've said that Kyle has two sets of rules, one
Yep.
for everybody else and one for you.
Yep.
But see, I also feel like that.
You feel like
acts
she
different
has...
with Erica than she does with me.
How so?
It's just the same thing. Like, you're quick to forgive and let things brush off with Erica and not with me.
When have I ever held a grudge with you? Ever?
You let things slide with her.
I don't let things slide with... I let things slide with you more than anyone in this group.
Well,
and that's
I
why
don't
I
agree.
got to where I got to. Genuinely.
All I know is I had PTSD coming here today because I thought, my God, is somebody going to come in my dressing room and show me a text? What the? Hi, I've been wanting to reach out because I know we're in a weird place. Of course, some of the interview comments hurt my feelings and creative issues. They always do. I don't want to lose someone else in my life over a TV show.
How would you feel if you got this message?
I would feel manipulated.
Okay.
So, Dorit, do you stand by reading the text?
You know, when Kyle went publicly and said that I exaggerated our friendship...
We've only gone on one trip together as a couple that I can recall. To put it bluntly, just an exaggeration, completely.
To me, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. That meant there were no more rules. It was simply to demonstrate that I had sent her a text message months before, no response. There was a good 3-4 months.
After my birthday, I remember you texted me.
That's right, no response. Nothing. Didn't hear from her,
Well, that
no
was right
response.
after Watch What Happens Live.
Right, so you were upset about Watch What Happens Live.
I was.
How has Kyle's new friendship with Morgan Wade affected your friendship with her?
I mean, she'll kill me, but I feel like the closer she got with Morgan, the further she got from me.
Wow.
Because that has nothing to do with our friendship. So that was just a way of getting to dig in and saying something that's going to create more issues for me out there.
The question was, specifically, how has Kyle's friendship with Morgan affected your friendship with Kyle? And I answered honestly. Kyle, the last time we were close, we all had dinner with Morgan in London for Mo's birthday. After that, it's like you distanced yourself from me.
I guess, I'm trying to look at this from a different perspective now, that I knew that, you know, Morgan had nothing to do with me, you know, pulling away from you. I knew that it wasn't the case. You know, that comment bothered me because it just created another issue, but I do apologize, and I realize that in making that comment on Amazon Live, that would be very hurtful.
Why do you believe those comments got her in trouble with Morgan?
Anytime Morgan's name is mentioned in any public forum, I'm sure Kyle gets the brunt of it because she's the one who's introduced Morgan to this.
You're right in the sense that I brought her into this, and I feel guilty about that because it causes her anxiety, and she doesn't want to be part of that.
By the way, she's a singer who has music out and performs
I know,
publicly.
but it's different than the Housewives fandom and all that. It's a very different vibe.
True.
But with that said...
But with singing and performing comes speculation about your life.
Yeah.
You know, you put music videos out
She
there.
had not experienced it until here.
Okay. Well,
You know,
she
it's
also
different.
experienced, I would think, greater publicity and greater attraction and interest as a result of
Guys,
this.
listen, everyone has a different perspective.
Okay.
She became a household name.
I didn't get in trouble. She did not, it's not like
She had
that.
a New York Times article about her?
Okay, there was not.
By the way, you're the one who had said...
Can I finish, guys?
Please.
Sorry.
But I do just want to point out, putting out a music video that is like the two of you as lovers, it contributed so mightily to a conversation that was already a runaway train. And that was totally in her hands. I have to say, like,
And mine.
it's like at some point you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Agree.
I mean, sorry.
But you guys had said, you know, if they're going to talk about it, let's give them something to talk about.
So what happened was, I didn't get in trouble. I was like, I just can't deal with one more thing, and it was just like the icing on the cake of all the different things that had been like chipping away at me. So while she doesn't like that, no.
Dorit, you said many times that what you wanted from Kyle was more openness and honesty. And Kyle, you seem to want more accountability from Dorit. Did you two get what you were looking for from each other? Have you gotten to that place?
I think that we can still work on that.
Well, I want to move on, and this is kind of it for talking about your friendship. So is there a rule of the road? Where do you two go from here?
All I know is that you're important enough to me to want to put that aside, you know, to not hold on to it, and to move forward and to get to a better place so we can be there to support each other, because we need all the support we can get right now. And I do love you a lot.
Well, that makes me happy. But I would love to get together, just you and I, no cameras, no girls, no Andy, none of these people, nothing.
Me too.
And actually sit down and see where we are. Is it still there?
Who makes the first move on that?
I'm happy to.
Okay.
And I apologize for any way that I've hurt you, and I can see where things would look weird. I understand that. I get that. And I really do apologize for that.
You did a good job playing Switzerland most of the season.
I did. I tried to.
On the after show, you did throw in a couple digs.
Yeah, I was a little snarky. The streets were saying he was staying in the Beverly Hills Hotel. I don't know how he can afford it. That's a really expensive hotel.
Damn, did you hear that?
Okay, I'm going to do a preemptive apology, and I did not feel like that was a dig at you, Dorit. It's very expensive to stay at the Beverly Hills Hotel, but maybe only if you're staying in the bungalows. I thought it was like $25,000 a night.
Oh,
but
no, it's not.
Okay, but that was tacky of me. I was just thinking out loud. But go tell your feelings, and if that made you feel bad, because I did not mean to impugn you. I don't know PK, so I felt
Well,
like.
you know, I have adored you since the moment I've met you. But I was really excited, and we had some fun times, and I think you're just such a fantastic addition to this group. I hope you're not going anywhere. So when I saw a couple of comments that you made, it actually felt like you had joined
The darker side.
well, like the Witches of Eastwick. And it just felt like, oh no.
I do have a big mouth, and I didn't even know I'd said something bad until Garcelle's like, "Oh, girl, you went there," and I'm like, "Where did I go?" And then I thought, "Oh, I guess that is." And then I know that the fans were saying, "Oh, that was really shady," you know.
It's so fun watching you, and we're gonna leave that there, and we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back.